We're gonna do a very slow arm circle with a little rotation first. So if your neck is comfortable, I want you to try letting your head drape towards the floor like this. You see I've kind of got my head resting right near my shoulder. If that's uncomfortable, you can do this with a pillow. So you just tuck a pillow under your head. I'm going to demonstrate it without the pillow because that's ideal to get your neck a little more stretch and a little more mobility. So I start with my hands together and I'm going to glide my top hand forward, letting my head turn towards the floor. And then I'm going to glide my top hand back, letting my chest rotate open a touch and my elbow bend so that this hand stays in contact with the lower arm. This is doing a lot of rotation for the ribs, a lot of movement in the shoulder, arm, rib area. And I'm just going to go back and forth like that a few times, maybe 4 or 5 times. And I'm not worried about holding my lower body in any particular position either. I'm letting it move and adjust as I move because this is all going to be very relaxed. So you're just really trying to unwind your body and relax it. Once I feel like I've done that enough times that I've got a little movement through my ribs, I'm going to then start my arm circle. I'm going to start by reaching. I'm going to reach out through my arm and I'm going to begin to draw a big circle over my head. I'm looking towards my fingertips as I do this because that'll help to connect my whole upper body. And I'm trying to keep my fingertips connected to the floor. As my arm starts to go overhead, it's harder to look, so I'm just going to let my eyes go towards the inside of my arm. And then my arm is going to be behind me. I'm still connected to the floor with my fingertips. My arm is going to come slowly all the way down. And then up over my hips. And I can start again. Now, modifications for this, if you start out, and sometimes as we get into the upper ranges, or maybe our shoulder doesn't want to go there, it's okay to bend your elbow. And as you get overhead, if this feels like too much, you can always bring your arm off the floor so that you're doing a little bit of rotation with the chest still, and the arm will open up on its own. If your shoulders are really tight and it's difficult to do the full circle, you'll be surprised how much it'll open up once you do a few of these circles. As you do the circle, don't push it into a range that hurts. If you get here and it feels funny, just bend your arm. Or you can do the circle like this just with your elbow. You can think of just rotating your ribs. But doing a few full arm circles like that will really help. So I'll demonstrate one more time, reaching out, keeping fingertips. I'm looking towards my fingertips. Trying to let my head rest. Letting my arm rotate, my chest rotates. I can also pause. If I feel a good stretch here, I can just pause and stay in the stretch. And then I can keep going. After I've done 3 or 4 slow circles one way, I'm going to take and reverse the circle a few times. I'm going to go back where I came from, opening my chest. Again, I'm not worried about keeping my lower body solid or anything. I'm just letting it move. Looking towards my hand, my fingertips and hand are still connected to the floor. Comes overhead. At any time you can bend your elbow. Coming back, going really slow, giving the upper body time to unwind and open up as it moves.